want to share with you a super simple, easy, straightforward recipe for roasting broccoli and then also enhancing the calcium that you'll get from it by using a simple tahini lemon sauce to dress it. Let's go ahead and get started. So, like I just said, eating broccoli raw is one of the best ways to get the maximum nutrient benefits from broccoli. It's also one of the best ways to gross yourself out if you're not super into broccoli. So today's recipe is going to be a super simple, straightforward roasted broccoli recipe. I'm going to also offer you the option of making a simple tahini lemon sauce, not only to dress it, make it taste great, but also enhance the calcium that you can get from this simple vegetable. So first things first, how the heck do we get our broccoli florets off this gosh darn stalk? Well, I have a couple of things to tell you about this. First of all, we're going to use a sharp knife and a cutting board, and I'm going to turn the broccoli upside down and start cutting at a downward angle to start to release the florets, just like that, from the stalk. Alright, so once you have all of the florets cut off the stalk, the surprise here is that you actually can eat the stalk itself. Yes, the meat of the stalk is very sweet. We don't want to exclude this from our dish today. We're not going to eat all of it, but I'm going to go ahead and chop some slices about halfway down the stalk so we get all of the nutrient benefits of this plant. And now that we're done slicing and dicing, I'm going to grab my baking sheet. You know, I love to use baking sheets that are covered in parchment paper because it makes for easy cleanup. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer the broccoli in an even layer all over the baking sheet, and then we'll drizzle it with some oil. Now, a quick note about cooking oils, we will go deep into those in another video. What I love using for roasting or high temperature cooking is either avocado oil or ghee. Both of these oils are great for roasting, for sauteing, or even for pan frying. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle the broccoli with some avocado oil. I recommend 3 to 4 tablespoons. I don't personally measure. I think you just need enough to coat all the broccoli to make sure it's delicious and can cook and get a little bit crispy on the outside. So I used my hands to toss the broccoli around in the oil a little bit to make sure all the pieces are coated. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the oven. 400 to 425 degrees is what's going to give you the perfect cooked texture on this broccoli. So let's pop it in. Alright, now that the broccoli is in the oven, we can go ahead and jump into making our super simple lemon tahini sauce. Our ingredients are pretty basic. I'm going to take equal parts of tahini and water. We'll add a clove of garlic, some salt, and the juice of 1 lemon. So right now I have 1/4 cup each of water and tahini, and what that does is it kind of thins the tahini out and makes it a little bit pourable. Now I'm just going to sprinkle in about half a teaspoon of salt. I'm using high quality sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Remember, don't be afraid of salt. It contains a lot of micronutrients that are really important electrolytes and really important for healthy nervous system function. And that's pretty much it. I'm just going to whisk it all together until it's nice and consistent. And this is going to be a really great topping for our broccoli, not only to add flavor, but vitamins A and K are what are known as fat-soluble vitamins, which means they need a little bit of fat to attach to be really properly taken up and absorbed by our body. So adding the cooking oil like avocado oil and adding a tahini-based sauce like this one is really going to help you get the maximum nutrient benefit from the broccoli. And when the broccoli is done, we'll grab it from the oven and set it aside to cool. And once it's had a few minutes to cool, I'm just going to transfer it to my serving platter and then drizzle some of the dressing over it, and then it'll be ready to serve.